I call myself a dental hoe because I've spent so much money on my teeth in the last 30 years of my life. You guys don't know. I'm very, very vain about my teeth. I'm an attorney. I've been practicing law for 30 years. So I go to court. I got to deal with clients and judges and everything. And so I have to look good. Like there's no way I can go into court without my teeth looking good. So I've spent a lot of money on my teeth, and it came to a point where a lot of my bridges and crowns had issues. And like my 6 teeth in the front had an issue. I had bridges and crowns on the side that were put in. And then I had gingivitis. There was a lot going on in my mouth. And I went to several doctors, like an endocrinologist and another dentist. I found out about dentists that I never knew existed, who, deal with you when you have your gums, when you just have, like there's a dentist that all he deals with is people who have gum, like issues or whatever. So eventually, I was at a dentist for 2 years where I spent upwards of $18,000 and he did nothing permanent in my mouth. Like 18 grand I gave him, 18,000. I didn't have one permanent crown, cap, or anything. He was like, my whole mouth was temporary. And it was at that point that I was looking during that 18 months for another dentist. And I found Dr. Israeli and his wife. And I was like, oh my God, please help me. They fit every single category that I needed. The financing was there. They could get the work done. The price was reasonable. They could get it done, right away. You know what I mean? It was like all the things that just fit. And so when I walked in, I think Dr. Israeli was very taken with me because I had Vaseline holding my crowns in the front. Because my teeth were not glued anymore. And the dentist I was going to refused to glue them anymore because he was trying to force me he wouldn't finish, but he wouldn't glue them. So it was crazy. So I had 5 teeth up top and I had 10 on the bottom. And I had to make a decision about the bottom because I had dentists telling me, hey, just get a crown here, do caps and all that. And I'm like, look, I'm in my 50s. I don't really care about my own teeth. I just need them to look good, And so I made the decision, go ahead, let's pull all my teeth out and let's do it. And it was the best decision that I ever made in my life, because I need my mouth, I need my teeth to look right. I can't go around representing clients and I look like crazy. I fight against discrimination most days. That's what I'm doing. I'm a civil rights lawyer. So, I don't want people looking at me saying, ew, we're not going to believe what she says. Her teeth look horrible. It really does make a difference. And the process in and of itself, I would do it again. I mean, one of the things that scared me, and I think they already know this, is during the week that I was home after the surgery, my face blew up. And Dr. Israeli was like, you're going to be okay. You're not dying. You're going to be okay. Like the nurses were like, you're going to be okay. I'm like, y'all, but my face. I call my dermatologist. I have like 20 doctors. I call my gynecologist. I call everybody. I was like, y'all, my face. Everybody's like, that's not me. I don't do that part. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to all my doctors, my cardiologist. They're like, Desha, you're okay. Okay. So finally my face did go down like after 3 days and it was good. I mean, I really didn't have that many complications. I was expecting maybe to have some kind of infection. I've had extensive dental work. You guys, all my teeth, I've had like capped and crowned. I've had so much done, needles all over. So I was expecting to have like some sort of infection and none of that happened. I healed and I continued to heal throughout the process. I did it in June of 23. I believe that's when we did everything. And I appreciated the fact that everything was done at one time. I hear the horror stories of people, you go and you get your teeth out, then you go back and then you get the post, then you go back and you get this. Yeah. I was so thankful that it was all done 5 hours, one shot, bam, you're out of there. And then you just wait to heal until you can get the permanent ones in. And there's some things, we had to do some shaping of it, but I forgot the young man's name who's downstairs who kind of makes your teeth. I always advocate for him. What's his name? Like he just knew what you're talking about. Like you give him pictures of you and you go, this is what I want. He goes, oh, you want this rounded and you want this. And he would use like the clinical term. And it just made me feel so good because he really understood where you were going and didn't make you feel ashamed for trying to get to a certain level, with your smile. So I so appreciated him, and I'm advocating again for him to get a raise, even if it's $20, because he just does such a great job in communicating with us. So the funniest thing that happened is at the end where they put in the permanent ones, Dr. Israeli, he's making sure it's all in, and he goes, Desha, I have a present for you. And I'm like, what? He said, Vaseline. I said, you funny. Okay. Cause that's when I walked in with the first day I walked in there, I had Vaseline holding my teeth. That's right. And nobody knows that I have implants unless I tell them. I want to say that to you guys because I'll say, oh yeah, I have implant. They're like, "Oh, I wouldn't have known that, if you didn't say that to me. And I get compliments on my teeth from people everywhere I go. I go to the vineyard every year. Dr. Israeli and Deborah know that. And I was in the vineyard last year and I'm walking down and these people are on a yacht and I'm walking past them and they all go, your teeth look amazing. So funny. How did you guys see my teeth? Thank you. So I'm constantly getting, people saying great things about my teeth, and I'm very happy that it all came together. I think it was God bringing us together. I'm a pastor, so, things are spiritual for me, and I think that God put me together with Dr. Israeli and Deborah so that this could happen because God knew I was at my wit's end with my teeth and I didn't even want to go outside. So that's how bad it was for me. And I'm a social butterfly. So thank God that I met them. And I'm so happy that I went through this process.